What's up, guys? So, I've been saying I really wanted to do a review of this new packing harness that I got. I kind of want to talk in general about packing because I have some friends that are just starting out and they're not really sure about the best way to do it. So I'm just gonna go over trial and error stuff that I kind of went through, and then kind of show you a little bit, not necessarily show you because I can't exactly show my dick on YouTube. But I'll kind of show you what it looks like, packed, and then, yeah. So, if you saw my last video, I think you could kind of see, I don't even know if I even, got that far down to it. Anyways, it looks really good, but, there's a ton of different packing harnesses out there, a ton of different ways to do it. There's a few different packers, actually, Heart-On Toys, Heart-On Toys, like Hearton Toys. The guy that started FTM Magazine actually owns that company, and they make super amazing packers, hand-painted, very, very, very realistic, better than the regular-ass store-bought ones. So if you have a little extra cash and you want to go fancy, I recommend doing that. So the I still have the first packer, no, the second packer that I ever got. The first one, first things first, they like to melt. So if they're touching anything like plastic, they will melt. I don't know why, it just happens. So that's what happened to my first one. It kind of melted a little bit. So what you want to do is have a cloth pouch to put them in. I have this. It came with actually a strap-on. But yeah, so I just use that to keep my packer in. Right now I actually have it in the harness inside of the bag, but it just makes sure that it's not touching anything plastic and it's not going to melt, because anything like any other material like it or any kind of plastic or anything, it will melt to it. So you don't want that. So don't put it in, if you got a box of toys, don't put it in there with that stuff unless you've got it in something like this. Second thing, cornstarch. So what's going to happen is it just gets sticky. Over time, it just gets sticky. So cornstarch, or Heart-On Toys, has a sticky junk fixer powder, which I imagine is about the same as cornstarch. But if you just dust it in cornstarch, it'll give it that nice smooth, skin-type feeling and keep it from sticking and help prevent it from doing that weird melty thing that it'll like to do, that you may eventually find out if you forget to put it away in your little pouch. But yeah, so those are two basic things. A pouch and sticky junk fixer, which is a miracle. So, before you start packing now, if you have your packer, there's the Mr. Limpy packer, there's the one from Heart-On Toys, which I think is a Mr. Limpy, but hand-painted. And then packer gear, it's super, super basic, cheap. You can buy it at a sex shop even. That's where I got my first one, and that's what this one is, the second one that I replaced it with, same thing. Yeah. So they come in different tones, and they come in different lengths. I think I have just a regular 5-inch. When you're packing, first of all, it's not for play. Unless you've got a pack and play, it's not for play. So lengthwise, try not to let any kind of ego sort of thing get in the way of that. Pick something that's gonna pack easily. Okay. So something that's going to be, I find the 5-inch to be pretty nice with the packing harness that I have. It's really easy to kind of adjust how much bulge that you have showing. So obviously the bigger the packer, the bigger the bulge, but I'll kind of touch base on adjusting that when I get to discussing the harness. But yeah, so different packers, right? Different lengths, different skin tones. Again, the Heart-On Toys one, it's ridiculously, as far as I know anyways, realistic looking. But yeah, definitely look into those. Great stuff. Packing harnesses, there's a bunch of different ways to do this. So actually, I don't know off the top where I put it, but they make underwear specifically for packing. You know what? Actually, come over here with me. If I have it right here, I will show it to you. They make underwear specifically for packing. There's pros and cons to this, okay? The pro is that it's one solid piece. You don't have to worry about layering your undergarments. I mean, you might still want to do that, but it's one solid piece. Actually, you know what? I don't think I have them in here. I thought they were right here. but I don't see it. So I'll just kind of explain to you what it looks like. Basically, underwear made specifically for packing. Looks like regular boxer briefs, so you can get them in the brief style. It basically kind of looks like they're made for play also. They've got an O-ring in the front where the regular pocket is, so that you can actually use it as a strap-on harness also. But it also has like a little inside like elastic band, which is technically to put one of those little tiny vibrating bullets in there, but what I found was I was able to put the balls of the packer actually through that, and that kind of held it in place so that it moved around a lot less. The only thing I didn't like about that is it's not too much different than actually packing in your regular underwear. There's tendency for it to move and get jostled around, and the potential for it to fall out. We definitely don't want that. So I went for that at first, ended up not liking it. Also, you're kind of limited to that pair of underwear, you know what I mean? So whatever style they have, that's what you're limited to. And I really didn't like that either, because I like to be comfortable in my undergarments, and I have a brand of underwear that I really, really like, and I didn't want to be limited to switching to a different kind, especially something that the fit of it didn't really feel good to me. Like, the boxer briefs were still very short, so they rode up a little bit, almost like regular briefs, and it's not very comfortable to me. So I did not like that option, but that option may be for you, especially if you're going with like a pack and play sort of route and you want easy access to it. That's an option for you. Now, other packing harnesses, they have pouches, which kind of looks like the front pocket in your underwear, but it's just its own separate entity, and then it attaches to your actual underwear. So you put the packer in there, and then you put that harness inside of your underwear, and then it kind of like adds an extra layer of protection, kind of makes it a little bit harder for it to fall out. I never tried that one, so I can't really speak from experience, just what I've seen and what I've read about them. There are also other kinds of harnesses that come with a strap. There are some that have the pouch with a strap that goes around your waist, so it kind of like is a separate attachment. There are also packing harnesses that are kind of like a jock strap style with like a little pocket, and then, you know, a jock strap style. Some of those I've heard some can be uncomfortable. You just want to make sure that you get the right size. The one that I'm going to promote and that I wanted to review in this video specifically is the tool belt from Tool Shed Toys. So I'm actually going to show it to you. It has my packer in it right now, so this is the closest I can get to actually showing you my packer. But basically what it is it's like a jock strap, essentially a jock strap style, where you have the leg holes, right, and then you have the waistband, and then you have the actual pocket. So what I like about this one specifically versus all the other ones is that it is Stp compatible, which basically means that if you decide that you want to move from a regular packer to a STP, which is basically a stand-to-P device, regardless of, you know, kind of what style you want to use, this is compatible with that, which basically means in the back here, where most of them are solid and you put the packer in through the top, this actually has an opening that you can leave open, right, so that it's always making contact, so that you can actually use it, the STP, and have no problems with that. And then in the front, it actually has a hole here where you can actually pull the front of your STP out and use it to go to the bathroom. So that's what I really like about this one. Also, the fact is, this thing is comfortable. I wasn't really sure about the jockstrap style before, because I've had like that kind of style of strap-on harness before, and they were never really that comfortable, but those were not elastic. This is like really nice, thick, stretchy elastic. It's not too tight. It comes, I want to say they have like 3 or 4 different sizes. Probably actually 6, I think, because I think they have a small, this is a small, and they have an extra small also. So I want to say that they have like 5 or 6 sizes. But the straps, the only thing I wish is that these were a little bit more snug, because I find that for me, they're a little bit loose, but when I put my underwear over the top of it, it's actually almost unnoticeable, and I forget that I'm wearing it. So that's honestly the best review you can get for something like this, is that you forget that you're wearing it, because that's how comfortable it is, and that's how I feel. Also with this, I'm not constantly adjusting my junk. When I was using the underwear, the packing underwear, I was constantly adjusting it because it kept moving around, and you don't want that. So this basically, once you get it comfortable up against your body in the right spot, and it's being held in place, not just by this, but also by the underwear that you put on over the top of it, it makes it a lot more comfortable, and it's a lot easier to keep it from kind of moving around and getting like jumbled up. And you're not gonna lose this. This is not gonna come out of here. This is not gonna come out in your shorts. Like, there's no way. This thing, you're not gonna have to worry about this falling out of your pant leg, which could like is potentially the worst thing that could possibly happen. You will not have to worry. This thing, it's not going anywhere. It's literally, it's not going anywhere. So that's what I really liked about this. But yeah, so basically, I mean, you can't get a better deal than this. I mean, the thing I want to say was like, after shipping, like $20. So that's not bad at all. Honestly, the construction of it is really nice. It's comfortable. It's not obtrusive. Like, it just feels like natural. And honestly, when I put it on, it was one of those things where I just started smiling hella big because it was a fucking life changer. Now, as far as adjusting the size of the bulge, even if you just have one standard size packer, what you can do is the length down here, you can adjust how far you pull the shaft down into the harness. The further down you pull it, the less bulge that you're going to have. If you push it up a little bit, you can see you're going to have a little bit more bulge. So you can kind of adjust like how much bulge that you're getting, if you want more, or if you want less, or if you want to change it depending on like what shorts or what pants that you're wearing. I also found that to be kind of like a hidden plus. But yeah, so as far as I can say, quality-wise, I would definitely recommend the tool belt. It's from Tool Shed Toys, and I will put the link in the description of this video so that you guys can go check it out. They also have a bunch of other great stuff on there, STPs. Eventually, I'm going to look into purchasing an STP, and when I figure out which one I like, I will do a review of that. That's a little bit further down the road, though. They tend to be a little bit more expensive, and I definitely want to put the money down for something that I know is going to be good quality, as opposed to something that's cheaper that might not be as good of quality or as comfortable as I want it to be. But yeah, definitely check that out. I honestly, it feels completely natural. It's a life changer. It was literally life changing. I almost cried because it felt so amazing. Like, I just felt complete. But yeah, and I wore it when I went to DragCon. I wore it every day, and I had no issues, no chafing issues or anything like that. But yeah, again, 110% recommend. I'll put a link in the bio for Heart On toys that I talked about earlier, and then also for the tool belt from Tool Shed Toys. I'll put that on there. But yeah, anyways, go to their website, check their stuff out. Amazing, good quality, and I hope that this video helped you out, and I hope that if you're looking into packing, or if you've been having troubles with packing, that I was able to give you a little bit of insight and hopefully change your life for the better. So go ahead, check those links out, get out there, do your thing, feel happy, feel complete, whatever we gotta do, guys, because we are in this together, and that's why I make these videos, so I can share what I've learned with you all. And yeah, have a good one. I will see you next time. I'm going to do a little update on my minoxidil that I've been working on a little bit later. But yeah, take it easy, guys, and I will see you next time.